Seniors 65 and older, have you ever stood where the world treated you like you did not matter? Tell your story below. Your memory helps others. If this is your first time here, subscribe to Echoes and Struggles. Join a space that honors Black voices and everyday courage. You can support someone today by sharing this story after watching. They called him Leroy Jackson. They called her Evelyn Jackson. Both were 67. They lived on Greenfield Street for 40 years. Their bungalow had chipped paint and a stubborn rose bush. Leroy drove a city bus for decades. Evelyn taught first grade. They raised 3 children on that porch. Neighbors knew them for lending a hand and bringing sweet potato pies to block parties. One late August morning, men in suits arrived with paper and a stamp. A development company said the land sold. A sheriff read the notice. Men pushed Leroy into the driveway and left him under the old oak. They shut the door behind Evelyn. A woman from the company slapped Evelyn as she reached for old photographs. The blow landed in public. Neighbors watched. Some whispered. Some hid. The slap did not vanish. It cut deeper than the skin. The couple sat on the curb and felt the world tilt. Their keys left a cold sound on the porch. Leroy placed his hat on his knees. His fingers trembled. Evelyn clutched a single photograph of her mother. She felt small and exposed. The sale had the shape of law. The order looked valid on paper. The firm had deeds. The clerk signed forms. The judge's voice later would sound like finality. That first day felt like an end. Kindness arrived quiet and steady. Jasmine from next door brought a lawn chair. Marcus from the corner store carried water. Pastor Reed came with a blanket. A young neighbor, Tasha, filmed the scene on her phone. She posted one line, "They are old. They are ours." The clip spread. The video woke people. A reporter called. A local radio host read names on air. A volunteer legal team reached out. The humiliation that had tried to hide the Jacksons now offered proof the public could see. In court, the first ruling went their way, then away. The judge said the sale stood. The firm presented papers. For a moment the law looked blunt and closed. The bailiffs nodded. Leroy and Evelyn felt defeated. Then neighborhood voices rose. Students gathered on courthouse steps. A choir from the church sang. People filled the benches inside the courtroom. The legal aid team filed an emergency appeal. A document review found a forged signature. The clerk had lied. The gap in the firm's paperwork exposed the fraud. Victory arrived slow, then clear. The judge reversed the order. The firm faced scrutiny. The city opened an inquiry. Leroy walked back to his porch. Evelyn stepped into her kitchen and set her photographs back on the shelf. Neighbors brought food as if to stitch the family back together. The church fixed the porch railing. Tasha and young people painted steps. A neighborhood fund covered overdue bills. Victory had a quiet shape. The Jacksons did not return to triumphal speeches. They returned to small repairs. Marcus offered Leroy a steady job at the corner store, stocking shelves early in the morning. Evelyn started a reading circle for neighborhood children. She taught them how to read a deed and how to read a neighbor's heart. The legal fight became a lesson in public power. Proof that attention matters. Proof that one recorded moment can hold a system to account. Proof that law and kindness combine to restore dignity. The couple used their moment. They told their story at City Hall. They pushed for a review of quick sales that target older homeowners. The city passed a rule to slow rapid transfers of elder-owned properties. The firm paid fines. The clerk faced charges. The community gained a tool that protects the next household. Leroy and Evelyn marked their victory with pies on the porch and children at play. They wore no crowns. Their triumph lived in small acts. A new roof shone on their house. A ramp appeared at the front step. The rose bush bloomed again. What would you have done if you sat on that curb under the oak tree? Would you have asked a neighbor to record? Would you have spoken up at the courthouse? Share your answer below. Your memory guides people who face the same fight. Age did not silence Leroy and Evelyn. Their 67 years of work and care became a voice that courts and councils could not ignore. Their story shows how people who watch will change a wrong. The Jacksons found victory because friends kept faith and strangers refused to look away. If this story moved you, subscribe to Echoes and Struggles. Share the story with a friend. Tell us in the comments which small act of kindness stayed with you through the years. Seniors, your reply matters. Your story can help someone find courage.